everyone, welcome back to the Analytical Coding. In today's video of Table Manipulation Function series, we are going to learn about top n function. So let's get started. Firstly, what is top n function? So the top n function in DAX returns the top n rows of a table based on a specified expression. So the expression can be the sales amount or profit, etc. So you can also use it to get bottom n values by changing the sort order. So let us see the syntax here. So here you can see top n function takes the first argument, that is n value. So it is the number of rows to return. That means if top 3 rows are needed, then we specify 3 as the n value. So here the n value can be a direct number, or we can give any DAX expression that returns a scalar value. And coming to the second argument here, it is table. So the table we are applying the top n function on, and order by expression. So the order by expression and order, these are the optional ones. So the order by expression, it can be a column or a measure that we want to sort by. And the fourth argument is the order, that is in which order we need to sort this table to return the top values. So this order can be ascending or descending. This function returns a table with the top n rows based on your sorting logic, or it may also return empty table if n value is given 0 or less value. So here rows are not sorted in any particular order. This order argument which we are giving is used to sort this table for returning the top values, not for sorting the result generated by the top n function. So you will understand this clearly when we see the example. Let us go to the table view. Here, this is the order table. So we have customers, region, category, products, and here this order amount is the calculated column. So here you can see the icon, right? It is a calculated column where we have calculated based on the quantity into price. So actually this is not needed, but I have created this for understanding how the top n results, that is to check the result of top n. Okay. So here this is calculated based on quantity into price. Okay. Now let us create the top n table based on this orders table. So let's click on new table here. So here we wanted to calculate top 5 customers based on their order amount. So for that, top n, this is the function, and the first argument is the n value. Here we are going to calculate the top 5 customers. So I have given 5 as the n value and the table. So here the table can be the direct table, or it can also be a DAX expression that returns a table. Okay, here I am directly using the order table, and here if wanted we can provide the order by expression and which order we need. So here I wanted to sort this table, this order table, based on the quantity into price. Though I have the calculated column, it is just for reference. So here I am using the direct expression. Okay, so this is the expression based on which this order table should be sorted. And this sort order here I am mentioning as ascending. So here you can see this top 5 customers returned the order table, exact table, but the number of rows are the top 5 customers based on this expression evaluation. So let us go and check in the order table. Okay, so here we have order amount which is calculated based on the quantity into price. So here you can see the top 5 customers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is customer 3, customer 10, 16 and 1. So these are the customers to be returned, right? So let us go to the top n table and check 1, 16, 10, 3. And here, as I already told you that it doesn't guarantee any sort order for the result. So you can see here, even though 1130, this order amount is the smallest one, it is not placed in the first position. 1542 is the third. This is not sort in a sorted way. Top n function doesn't guarantee any sort order for the result. And this sort order, that is ascending or descending, we are using is for the order table to return the top values, but not for the result. Okay, remember that, don't get confused upon this sort order. Let me give top 3 here. Okay. So here the top 3 values are 1130, 1275 and 1542. And if I give top 4, you can see here instead of getting 4 rows, we got 5 rows because here 1653, this order amount is repeated. That is why these both rows are displayed even though we have given the top 4 values. But if I give top 5 here, even then we get the same result. Okay. So if there is a tie in order by values at the nth row of the table, then all the tied rows are written. Okay. So if the ties are present in the table, it handles in this way. So we are clear about the ties as well. Now let us check this with the descending order as well. And here you can see the order arguments takes these values. So all are ascending and descending only. Here directly it is mentioned as ascending and descending, and here 0 and 1. These are also ascending and descending values, again true or false. So based on which way we are comfortable, we can choose that. And here I am going with this descending one, and let's click on enter. You can see this. This is the actual top 5 customers, right? Based on the order amount, highest order amount, we have to return the top 5 values. And the example which we have seen before using the ascending, they are actually the bottom 5. We have seen how this top n function works with the calculated table. Now let us see the same example with a measure. Okay, so here top n, as it returns the table, we cannot directly use it in a measure. Instead, we can use it as a table expression. And we know that this sumx first argument is the table. So that is why we have used this top n function as a table expression for the sumx function. And then we need to give the value to sum up, right? So here that is order table quantity into order price. Now let us add this. So we got top 5 customer rows from this particular table. So this table returns the top 5 customers. Now we wanted to know the total ordered amount by that top 5 customers. So that is why here I have used this sumx function. Now let us add this measure into the card. So this is the result of the top 5 customers or total order amount. So in this way we can use the top n function inside the measures and inside the calculated table to calculate the top n values, that is top values. And we also know about the other top n filter. What is that? Let me explain that. So here I'm directly giving the matrix, I'm adding the customer ID, and here we have used the order amount calculated table, right? So now when I click on filters, you can see here I can apply a filter. And in the filter type, we have 3 options, that is basic filtering, advanced filtering and top n. And when I click on top n, you can see show items, that is here we can even select the top or bottom and how many values we need. That is here I need top 5 and what is the value we wanted to calculate on. So here it is based on the order amount. And when I click on apply filter, you can see the customer IDs. And when we go back here, so 11, 28, 7, 50, 19. 11, 28, 7, 50 and 19. So you can see the same result being displayed even with this direct filter. But you can see here this order amount column is a calculated column which takes more space, right? Whereas here in this measure which we have calculated, it doesn't take any space but it is calculated on the go. You can even perform this sum function on the top n values written. But here we can only see this filter on the visualization, but we cannot perform any further DAX calculations upon this top n filter. So that is why we are using the top n filter and top n DAX function. So based on our requirement, we can either directly go with the filter or we can use the top n DAX function. So I think you got a basic understanding of how top n function works. And if you have any doubts or if you want me to explain any more examples, please do let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel.